Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In one of my latest videos, I share that I've recently sold my startup. So now that I've exited my startup, I'm catching up on all the books that I've missed out on over the years. Today I'm sharing what I've learned from Nancy Lublin's book, Zilch, How to Get More for Less in Business. I came across a quote recently. In 1938, Buckminster Fuller defined ephemeralization as the ability of technological advancement to do more and more with less and less until eventually you can do everything with nothing. That definition really resonated with me when I came across Nancy Lublin's Zilch. It was sparking all sorts of things. I had to read it. Nancy Lublin has spent decades in working in the not-for-profit sector. She's also been the CEO for numerous charities, including Dress for Success and DoSomething.org. In this book, she really takes a refreshing approach on how to make your budget go further in business and eventually do everything with nothing. From the outset, what I really like about Nancy's business ethos is that we should be treating everyone in a business as extremely important and that everyone has a shared vision towards an important and huge goal. She shares a famous story. When JFK planned to get American astronauts on the moon within 10 years, it was an enormous feat. And everyone at NASA, from the people right at the top to people at all levels, all shared in this vision, including the janitorial staff, who were making sure that the environment was clean and tidy so that engineers could focus on their work. Everyone in your organization should feel invested, and we really need to capture the imagination of our staff, our team members, and have them invested in this shared vision. If you're enjoying this type of content, please do like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow and boost it on the algorithm. I'm really noticing people watching this video, so thank you so much, guys. Think about the environment of the business. It's important that as a founder, you get to know every single person that works for you. What are their goals and their visions? Help to ensure that your staff feel vital towards helping your brand's goal come to life. How can you make sure that every single person that interacts with your organization can become an ambassador for your brand? We often go about our day-to-day life using products or services that are just okay, they're just fine. But every now and then we'll use a product or service that completely blows your mind and you become an evangelist for this. Nancy talks about this and how we can try and encourage evangelists for our organization. I personally feel that I have become an evangelist for Huel. This isn't a sponsored video at all. Genuinely really like Huel. They create these powdered foods where you get 3 scoops, put it in a mug, hot water, 5 minutes, it's cooked. It has all your vitamins and minerals and everything. And you know what? It doesn't taste that bad. It actually, some of them are absolutely delicious and I look forward to eating them when I've got a busy day and I've got a lunch. And another thing about Huel is that when you first place an order, you get a free t-shirt and the t-shirt is actually surprisingly comfortable. I wear it at the gym. Secondly, they ask for feedback, which lots of organizations do. But because I had such a positive experience from the first few interactions with the brand, I wrote them back and said, great feedback, absolutely love your product. Their feedback chain goes on to, it looks like Zendesk, so a customer service rep replies to your message about the feedback and says, oh, thanks Fortuna, so happy to hear that, which makes me feel as if they personally know me and like me. So here I am, an evangelist. If your brand can do something so wonderful, make people have a personal connection with you, create a service that people really like, and just go that extra mile from the outset when you're developing your brand, or if you're refreshing a company that you already have, it's important to keep your branding extremely simple. Lublin shares a story about when she was the CEO of a charity called Dress for Success. Dress for Success matches designer suits for women that are about to have a job interview so they look like $1 million and they get the job. One of her team members suggested, why don't we do the same thing for men? Why don't we offer men who are just about to get a job interview designer suits so they look great on the day? She had to think about it and she thought that in order to keep the brand extremely simple, she should only focus on women. So that team member thought, you know what, it was a really good idea that I had just there. So he set up another organisation focusing purely on dressing men who are going for job interviews, and that charity is doing really well today. So she reiterates that it's extremely important to keep your brand simple, and she shares an example of a charity called Nothing But Nets. They provide mosquito nets to people across the world who need them. Nothing But Nets have an enormous dossier of all the information about their brand, the fonts, their brand colours, and ways that they interact with donors, the general public, and volunteers. Having a huge dossier like that may seem a little bit pernickety, but it feels as if it's really important for your staff and team members to feel that they really understand the brand. It really clarifies the brand for them and how they fit into the vision. Another fantastic idea that Lublin shares is that how can we ensure that our staff members and former staff almost feel like alumni in the way that universities and colleges do. They can look back on their time fondly with us and can continue to publicise and spread the good vibes about our organisation. To improve the experience of your staff members' time there. And part of that is to really get to know your staff members without obviously crossing the line on a professional level. Get to understand their goals and what they want to achieve from working at your organisation. Then Lublin says that we should really encourage our staff to set their own goals. Having that sense of self-determination and self-direction is so important. She shares lots of examples in which staff exceed their goals regularly. The best form of marketing is word of mouth. And she encourages us to think really creatively. How can your staff, your network of friends, your family, your interns, your former donors, how can they share the story of your brand? And at the end of every chapter, Nancy lists down 11 questions that we should really ask ourselves that really get us thinking and prompt action. I would definitely recommend this book if you are in the beginning stages of setting up your own startup, charity, or you want to refresh your brand or organisation. She really makes you feel that everything can be created with a budget of literally nothing. I'm definitely going to be taking on Nancy Lublin's advice because I've just sold my startup, but I've already just had an idea for something I would like to set up. Yeah, it's going to take a couple of years to really get going, so I really like to blog and vlog about my journey. So please do like and subscribe if you like this content. I'm going to be spending my summer reading all of the books that I've missed out on over the years and that I've just put to one side. Please do drop a comment if you have any interesting suggestions or book reviews that you would like me to share on this channel. On this channel, what am I doing with my hands? I'm going to be sharing a brand new entrepreneurial video. So please do share what kind of content would you like me to create? What topics are out there that you want me to explore? What books would you like me to read? I'm really enjoying reading books at the moment. And I'm starting a blog! I've been beavering away, tippy-tapping. I love you guys so much and see you next Sunday. Bye for now.